What's up everyone, Sam aka FIFA Brit from Gold Boys here today to recap the Wednesday action for the Premier League and give you some insight into the Thursday slate. But before we dive into anything any further, I want to say a special thank you to the sponsor of this video, Sleeper Picks. Don't forget that you can use code GOLDBOYS to get a deposit match of up to $500. Anyway, Wednesday Premier League had some good things and it had some pretty bad things. I was right about a fair bit. Arsenal did in fact rotate their lineups. I didn't think Arteta would have the balls to rest Saka, but he did. Thank God. It's about time he learned to rotate this side. Like I said, I hope nobody touched the team total line at 3.5. That was a very comfortable 2-0 win. We managed that game very well with a weak lineup. That's how it's done. Not great for betting, but I did warn you. Reece Nelson, who I said would be good, was robbed of a goal because it came off the defender, and Smith Rowe, who I also said would be good, was robbed of the assist because he had a great cross into Reece Nelson, and then it bounced off the defender's legs and went into the goal for an own goal. It is what it is. If you bet their props, you probably didn't get anything, but, you know, I'm still kind of right about them playing well. So, you know, not a hill I'm going to die on. Just letting you guys know I know my team.
Anyway, so
Brentford-Brighton, holy shit, that game was dog shit. I'm so glad that I wasn't watching that game. I just was waiting for updates to come from that game, and then nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. I know I said it was important to wait for lineups, but apparently that might not even be enough because Tony was due to start, and then Brentford tweeted that Tony had hurt himself in the warm-ups, and Mbeumo was going to start instead. Then they deleted that tweet, and Tony walked out of the tunnel and started the game anyway. And I think I changed my angle. I sent a couple of plays in the Discord, one focusing on Wissa shots and, you know, focusing on that. And that just completely changes my entire thing with Tony out and then Mbeumo starting alongside Wissa. I preferred Wissa. And then Tony was announced that he was actually still playing, which then kind of ruined my Wissa angle, which is just, you know, kind of rude. In, you know, in the grand scheme of things, really annoying. That sort of thing only sort of happens in basketball where they declare a person out like right before the game is about to tip off. That sort of stuff doesn't really happen in soccer. Sometimes a player does get ruled out during warm-ups, but then they stick to that. And the player actually that got hurt, and then they don't play. They don't go back on that sort of thing. I just find it really funny. I'd love to know how that conversation went. Tony was probably like, guys, no, I bet on my over. I have to go out and play. I'm not that hurt. So, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
And then, of course, the City Villa game. That was an actual really good game. I said it would be the best game of the slate, and it was. I said there was good value on City shot on target. They got 11, which was around plus 800. That being said, I didn't say this in my video, obviously, but this was in my channel. Hands up, because I know you will find out about this anyway. I sent a Man City shots on target ladder in my Discord channel, and then when I saw that Haaland and De Bruyne weren't playing, I cashed out of it and said, I don't trust City. This feels like a game where they're going to manage this game and just see it like a 1-0 or a 2-0 win, the same way that Arsenal did against Luton. I was wrong. My initial read was correct. Completely messed that one up and they ended on 11. So I kind of robbed myself of a couple of units there. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, you're probably wondering why I'm wearing a referee kit. It's because Foden scored a hat-trick, and I just know that the Saka haters are there waiting in the wings, even though Saka didn't play today, to be like, Foden's better than Saka, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, to everyone that said that stuff, that's a yellow card, guys. That's a yellow card. Keep your Saka slander away. I don't care that Foden scored a hat-trick. He's a very good player, but we don't need this kind of debate right now. We can appreciate both players. So, you know, you guys are sitting on a yellow card now. Just be warned. Okay. Anyway, let's dive into Thursday's Premier League action. We have two games going on. Liverpool against Sheffield, which has basically no value, and Chelsea against Man U, which actually looks like it could be a banger. So let's start with the first game, Liverpool-Sheffield. Not a massive fan of this game on paper. Liverpool's shot on target line is 9.5. 15 shots on target, which is the highest you can take a ladder on FanDuel, is plus 1,000. That's 10 to 1. That might be the worst value I've seen on an incredibly difficult feat of shooting on any game ever. Just to put that in perspective, Man City to get 15 shots on target was plus 10,000. So yeah, don't touch that. I'm not going to touch that, and I would strongly recommend not touching that. I'm not saying take the under, I'm just saying that over is terrible value. Terrible, terrible value. That being said, there is some value elsewhere. Salah to take 3 first half shots is around plus 160. I think that's worth half a unit, but I am going to wait for lineups here just because I need to see who he's playing alongside. Even if he's playing alongside Nunez, I still like Salah shots because he just took about 6 or 7 in the first half. But if Nunez and Salah get rested, for example, and we see someone like Luis Diaz play without either of the other two guys, then absolutely pivot to Luis Diaz first half shots. His first half shots were an absolute wagon when Salah and Nunez were both out of the lineup, but if either of them are in, then there's no value on Diaz whatsoever, in my opinion. So, pretty important to see how Liverpool line up with their front three. But if Salah is in, I like Salah first half shots. And if Nunez and Salah are both out, I like Diaz first half shots. I also think there's pretty good value on the centre mids. Szoboszlai has been shooting a lot recently, and McAllister just had 3 first half shots over the weekend, and he's got some really nice value. So good potential there. It's kind of hard to predict which one of them is going to be shooting because they both like set pieces. They both love ripping from distance, and yeah, McAllister has a slightly better odd, so I will probably take him, or I'll end up splitting a unit between the two of them. We'll see. Again, depends on lineups, but I do think there is value on their first half shots for the centre mids. Now, let's move on to the better game of the slate, Chelsea Man U. This game usually has goals. Both teams to score is usually pretty good. It's around minus 240, I think. Not great value, but you can probably pair it with another prop that you like. If not in soccer, because there's not much going on tomorrow, pair it with pair it with some baseball, pair it with some basketball, whatever floats your boat. Both teams to score in this game looks like a pretty good builder piece to me. I love this game for shots. I think this is going to be a great game for a potential first half shots builder, a potential first half shots lotto. Man U concede a ton of shots. I think they concede the 4th most in the Premier League, especially over the past month. Something like 20 shots a game on average they're conceding over the past 3 or 4 games to bad teams too. Like I think Brentford took 30 shots against them over the weekend, which is ridiculous. That's a crazy amount of shots. Just a couple of things I like off the top of my head. Cole Palmer, 2 first half shots, is around minus 105. They're playing at home. Chelsea really could use a result here. It's a big grudge match. Neither team is what they used to be, but this game used to be a banger like 10, 15 years ago in like the 2000s. But they still care about it. It's a pretty important rivalry. It's not like a local derby, but both these teams don't like each other. Cole Palmer playing at home. He's getting a lot of love recently. He just had another good game. And if I hear correctly, I can hear the Saka slanderers saying that Cole Palmer is better than Saka too, even though he also only scores pens. So if you guys are saying that Cole Palmer is better than Saka, again, Saka didn't play today, so I don't know why we're saying this, but that's another yellow card, and you guys have now been sent off. Saka slanderers, please leave.
What?
Just kidding. In fact, I would like you to go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video, and drop some comments if you do like Cole Palmer or Foden over Saka. I actually do want to know what you guys think about that. Let me know in the comment section below which of those 3 players you think is best. I'm sure no drama will be had. It's a very, non-controversial topic. So, run it up. Have some fun. But yeah, you have been sent off now, so sorry. Cole Palmer, 2 first half shots. Good value. Rashford, first half shots. A good bet if he's playing at left wing. So you really need to see Holland playing at striker, because if Rashford's playing at striker, his shots go down a lot, because no one can get him the ball. But if he's playing at left wing, he shoots from basically anywhere. Love the value there if he's playing left wing. If Holding's playing at striker, I'd probably like him for a goal. Chelsea can't defend, and he's due a bounce back game. He was in really good form before his injury. So, yeah, like him for a goal if he's starting at striker. On the Chelsea side, a Malo Gusto assist is around plus 550. He's been getting a lot of assists recently. I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, but if you look at his game logs, he is playing really well. He loves forward runs. He loves whipping in crosses. And, Nicholas Jackson might have about 5 big chances a game, but there's a good chance he'll convert one of them. And if not, then someone like Cole Palmer will probably be in the box somewhere. Even if he's playing a striker, left wing, attacking mid, or right wing, he'll probably be in there. So yeah, feeling good about that game. I will definitely have a first half shots builder. It will most likely be Cole Palmer and Rashford if he's playing at left wing. Those are the guys I can rely on for at least one, depending on the value, of course. But off the top of my head, that should be around minus 120, give or take. So I'm going to wait for lineups before I lock anything in. If I do have a first top shots builder, I would definitely share the builder to Twitter. Everything else, as always, will be in my Discord channel in Gold Boys. If you haven't signed up for Gold Boys already, the link will be in the description. Please join us. This is a fantastic time. Soccer is going well, NBA is coming up for playoffs, and baseball just started. It's been absolutely fantastic. Anyway, that is the Thursday slate of the Premier League. As always, if you do think you have a gambling problem, don't forget to call the number at 1-800-GAMBLER. Have a fantastic day, enjoy your Thursday Premier League action, and I will catch you in the next one.